Hello, Internet land. Always the same, similar greeting. Welcome to the show. My name is Who Cares, and the name of my channel is also Does It Matter. It's the name of my actual channel is Braden Young. So there you have it. Welcome to this week's program. Happy to return. I know I look a little bit like garbage. I've been busting my ass recently, keeping in mind with YouTube's policy about swearing. How are you guys? I hope everybody's doing well. Delighted to get into it despite the busy work schedule. Things I wanted to cover off the bat is my terrible looks, but also I'm sitting up on a pillow, sort of a formed pillow right now, to try and keep I notice my mic right now is clipping or it's at least reaching the top, which is semi interesting. Maybe I'm getting too much of a view on the behind the scenes electronics. We'll see what happens. But anyway, so yes, prop myself up, and I'm trying to do high shoulders so I look better, but also I want my head to reach the top of the screen more, because then you get to see some more of my, let's say, elbow action, and what I might be doing with my hands if I'm doing anything at all. That is, let's try and keep that stuff down to a minimum. Starting off with maybe I suppose we could sort of push things aside in terms of how's my week been going. Talked about it already enough, but in terms of things I might not want to talk about in my personal life, I did just sort of do this a second ago, but forgot my mic on me. And usually I don't have to do any adjustments, so that's not really a major concern. But here I go talking about the same subject in the same 10-minute span. One of the things that happened this week is I noticed some negativity on one of my posts. I don't know. Is it worth mentioning? I like all the positive comments that I get, and I will address them first, or as a priority in every case. Any case, every case. The other thing is somebody did pass in, somebody I used to know who grew up in a similar way that I did, and we're sort of not trying to always talk about the same topics on this show, but I will briefly mention, the same cult, slash religion, depending on your opinion. That's the Scientology that I was going to say Tom Cruise is involved with. So we grew up similarly, more on the poor side of things rather than anyway. So it's always sad when somebody has a sort of an untimely death, and I could chalk it up to sadness, for sure. But that's just my opinion. I didn't know her too well, not trying to draw too much attention to the case at all. You can follow it online. I believe it's there. But anyway, more fun topics to talk about than maybe what I started out with before this. Things that are going on in local news, I suppose, since I haven't been doing anything in my life. Came across a clip on, I only watch clips on YouTube. I don't really ever search anything, and I know I just immediately assume that everybody knows watching a clip means YouTube, but there you have it, at least for me. And watched a clip of the Tim Dillon show, and I noticed he was talking about all the things that cops won't come to when you're in LA. And I guess how much of a SHIT storm the place is becoming here, that is. Kind of interesting, almost comedic how long the list is of things that the cops can't be bothered with. And maybe you should check it out for yourself. Just wanted to sort of cover it from a perspective of have things in my life been changing in regards to this list. I haven't noticed much except for I've gotten a little less tickets, and then I did mention a couple weeks ago break in to our building to sort of gather what I believe is, mail coming from the federal government, tax related mail to steal for identity theft or something like this. I think that's mostly just an opinion, but then again, we do have the posters on our doors now that say how to protect your mail and stuff. So anyway, yeah, so not really noticing any huge differences around here in LA, but that's just a personal opinion. Let's move on. Okay, speaking of Tim Dillon, striking a channel that I came across recently, which covers mostly comedy drama, and I know most of this channel, whether I like it or not, is going to have something to do with the drama and the comedy community. Because I don't know anyone, I feel like, and yet being at the bottom of the totem pole, I feel like I can have a solid opinion on things. No, trying to stay somewhat reasonable about it, but I believe he or his team or whatever, sort of, what is it called, like a left hook, sort of took a blow at one of these comedy channels I've picked up on, and I might as well say it, Too Lazy to Try, I believe, is with letters in the name, is what it's called. And if I'm going to do that, I'm going to mention a couple others that I used to watch that I do not watch anymore. As I mentioned in a previous episode recently, I had to actually just watch one today of him, but I swear on my life I haven't seen this guy in many, many months. Agostino Zinga show, that. He used to cover it in a sort of polite, very reasonable way, which go to his channel. I'm garbage. I'm trying to be funny here. Whew. So far. Whew. And then one more is that Cyan Z guy, and I know he got a little bit of maybe attention or notoriety from our old pal at that old radio show called O&A, or the Opie and Anthony Show. I never listened to it in real time, so I don't have the right to say O&A. But neither here nor there. I guess just mentioning that Tim Dillon's crew have started to, I don't know, feel the heat from the public or something, I guess. It's interesting because I really do admire how off the sort of, he's like a one-man wrecking ball, the guy. So I do kind of admire his, freedom of expression, his specific freedom of expression. What am I getting at? Okay, so that was cool and fun, and I hope I covered everything. Like I said, I'm kind of exhausted, guys, but there was a couple, maybe one more thing I wanted to cover, and today is a Tim Dillon heavy day. But I saw him opening for the new comedy venue in Austin, which is somewhat exciting and inspiring. And, I'm not going to lie, probably shouldn't say this, but wait till next week. it inspired me to come up with names for comedy clubs as well. But no, it's very cool. I think it opened tonight or something. Who cares? Save the date, but who really cares? And that's exciting to see. Hopefully, it's not just the same old regular lineup. But then again, that's what it's like at the Comedy Store. And you do kind of wonder if, the name Mothership, for example, has anything to do with competing with the biggest comedy venue in LA, or at least I believe it is. I don't know. And I don't care much either. Okay, all right. Let's check the time and then let's be gone. I apologize if this one has not been funny, but really trying to keep up with the going out once a week. In fact, trying to turn it into two, and might be getting ahead of myself. I'm aware of that. Times a week, going out there and addressing my craft. Oh, before I puke, let's go. You understand. Okay, and it'll be fun. I can't wait to pretend like there was anything interesting said on this go round. All right. By that I mean, what the hell is the title gonna be? Okay, Sweet Jesus Marie. Could have been affected by having to record 7 minutes in, realizing I didn't have my mic on me, having to record twice in a row. You know what I mean. Okay, alrighty-o. Nothing more to be said. Enjoy your week. Bust your ass. And till next time. See you guys.